Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is Time for Tea 144. My name is Monse, and if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. Thank you for being here. Thank you, all of you, for being here. That was good. Y'all, it is hot, okay? So I decided to, hold on, it's because I feel like the glare. Is that better? Is that better? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I came outside. My kids had their visitation with their dad today, so I was like, you know what? Let me go to the park and record my videos there today. I'm gonna try to record a video out here for my other channel if I have time, because normally my videos be hella long. Okay, and like, if you haven't gone over to my other channel, the Cosmic Creation 144, you guys, my last video, crazy. Okay, crazy. If you haven't gone over, I suggest you go over because yeah, you're gonna see some real shit on there. Anyways, so how are you guys? How's everybody doing? Are you guys feeling the change? Are you guys feeling the shifts happening? I was speaking a little bit about that in my other channel, how maybe some of you that are on the same journey as I am are like picking up on stuff now. You know, that you might be like, I'm not gonna say removing yourself, but kind of letting go of certain things and moving on to something else, because you're for example, right, like, I'm gonna put myself as an example. So before, right, as soon as I would wake up, I would immediately put like my earpiece in and start cleaning the house and brush my teeth, wash my face, make breakfast, right? Meanwhile, I have my earpiece on and like all the channels that I am subscribed to, which is not a lot, honestly. It's like 4. And trust me, that might still sound like a lot, but I was subscribed to way more than that when I first, confirmation, when I first started having my spiritual awakening. So slowly but surely, I started picking the ones that kind of aligned with my truth, right? The ones that I felt were connecting, thank you, Spirit, were connecting to my truth. I did bring my bell. I also brought Palo Santo, you guys. Like, I was feeling, guys, like, take the bell and take Palo Santo, take the bell and take Palo Santo. But as you can see, I'm at the park. I ain't trying to have nobody call the popo on me because I'm starting forest fires. Okay, so we don't have the energy of the Palo Santo here, but I'm not gonna turn it on, y'all. Okay, I don't think I should turn it on, because like I said. But yeah, thank you, Spirit. So this is you know, with what, for example, right, if who you used to see had a 30-minute video, you were subscribed to them, right? And maybe they had like a 30-minute video, but maybe only 5 minutes of that video was something that resonated with you. Maybe that's and no shade to any readers or anything like that, right? But maybe that reader is just not picking up as much from your energy, and that way you can't, oh, I just heard, because they're not your soul tribe. So maybe at this time you are connecting with specific readers, or certain readers, on purpose, because they're part of your soul tribe, right? Because they're part of your soul tribe. And like, again, 444, as I'm saying this, okay, no offense to any readers, to anybody doing tarot or energy reads, any type of spiritual things that they're doing, real spiritualists, okay? that get on here and record themselves and things like that. No offense to them, right? But the ones that I started off listening to, I don't follow none of them no more, because the energy shift, right? The energy shift, and the ascensions you go higher, right? You elevate spiritually. Thank you, Spirit. You elevate spiritually, and so you elevate spiritually, right? So you're not always gonna like click with certain people or readers or certain things. And I did speak about that in the video, because I feel like a lot of us collectively at this time are ascending to a level where certain people can't come with us. We know that already from people that we already left behind even before we started this journey, right? You weren't here for the fuck shit is what it's giving, right? We weren't here for the fuck shit. And then now you still might have old people in your life, and you might have new people in your life. 616 could be significant, okay? But they don't get to come, old or new, it doesn't matter. There's some people that are gonna get to come with you, and then there's some people that are not. And that there could be a possibility where you're like, well, no, I can't get rid of such and such because they've been my best friend for 20 years. Hell no, I can't stop talking to my brother. Like, he's been, you feel me, like ride or die, right hand man this whole time. Like, no. And again, that could be a possibility. There could be a possibility that your brother, that bestie, has been just that, right? Solid as fuck. But you are moving. Thank you, Spirit. You are moving in a different timeline, in a different frequency than these people are. 717, as I'm saying that. These are, I don't know if they're angel numbers, or this could be significant. You might want to look it up after watching the video. But yeah, so you're moving at a different frequency, I hear at a rapid rate. You're moving at a rapid rate, so it's kind of like the more you listen to your intuition, the more you listen to your gut, and the more you hear spirit, you're just, it's like you're non-stop. And I just heard, you might think you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're not at a standstill. You're not just, oh great, so what am I supposed to do now? I don't know what the hell to do now. You're not stuck. You're moving even though you think you're not moving. You're moving even when you're sitting on a couch watching a movie. So check this out, right? Lately, and I don't know why, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, like, before, I never ever like found it interesting to watch like I was gonna say barbaric movies. I don't know why, like barbarians, that could be significant. Or maybe again, we go back to okay. So it never called my attention to go deep into like Nordic times. Okay, and this started coming up because my 6-year-old is like fascinated with that movie, How to Train Your Dragon. He loves all of them. I had to purchase the trilogy on Amazon Prime, okay, because he's like infatuated. And I went out, and the live action movie just came out, and he went twice already to see it. And mind you, I'm not drawn to it, but I'm drawn to the times. I'm not drawn to watch the movie. It doesn't call my attention to watch the movie, but it does call my attention of the times. And I think to myself, was I a dragon slayer? Or were dragons my friends? Or did I have a life there? Do I have a past life in Nordic times? Why am I being like so drawn to it? I'm like learning about the ruins. I'm learning about like, it's Thank you, Spirit. It's coming full circle. It's like a full circle moment. Because when I first started having my spiritual awakening, and I have a video on my other channel. It's called Hecate Has a Message for You. And Hecate is of that time. So I also saw a series on, and I don't know if I mentioned it here or I mentioned it in my other channel, but I just finished watching a series on Peacock called Atlantis. In that series, oh my God, go check it out. If you already, we're 10 minutes in, and if you're already feeling what I'm putting down, go check that series out. Because I'm already rewatching it. And I just got done watching it. And I didn't even let it chill for like a month. I'm watching it again already. So, there's an episode on there which is the main guy, he ended up in Atlantis and has no idea how, when, or what. He's from, like, let's just say, for example, he's from 2025 and 11/11, as I'm saying this. He's from 2025, right? And somehow he landed back in Atlantis. He doesn't know how. He doesn't know why. He doesn't know nobody. Nothing. But he ends up meeting like these two guys who one of them is a massive alchemist and a healer. Okay? Massive. And the other one has an intuition like no other. Every single episode he spoke something and bam, it happened. Like his words have massive amounts of power. So if you resonate with something like that, these are certain things that you could potentially, I just heard inherit. So this is something that you either inherited from ancestors. I just saw 1212, past lives. So, okay, thank you, Spirit. So with 1212, that let me know, right, that you probably did have a past life in these times or in another time, right? But I talked about this again. I think I talked this in a video of, if you guys haven't gone over to my other channel, please, I advise you to go, because the downloads are coming in like this. Again, like I said, you might feel stuck, but you are moving at a rapid rate and have no idea that you are, okay? Because the messages and the downloads and the synchronicities and the signs and the symbols and they're like, hello, you see me over here? Because now, what I used to do before, I know I'm hopping from things, because I'm sorry, I'm telling you, things are coming in fast, okay? So let me calm down. So, like I was saying, let me just say this. I started off with the readers, right? So let me just say this. So now you might be connecting with certain readers because they are part of your soul tribe. Okay? You might feel a connection, like, for example, I always talk about her here on this channel and my other channel, because I feel like her channel is she's not only reading, right? She does tarot, she does oracle, she does energy, she does it all, right? And so I'm not saying like she's perfect and she's this. I'm not saying that. I don't like her because of that. I like her because of how she says, okay, for example, right, she'll pull tarot and then she'll say, okay, so this person, this, that, and the other, right? And then she goes, if you don't know what this is probably, and she breaks it down. And that's where I'm like locked in, when she starts breaking things down so you can understand it better. Because I know sometimes some readers just say, oh, so you're ascending. Okay, cool. So the next card says, and somebody might be that is barely waking up, might be like, what does ascension mean? Or what does it mean when you ascend? Or what are the symptoms when you're ascending? Or what happens to you in the moments of ascension? Thank you, Spirit. Right? And not a lot of readers are that informative, and that's why I like her, because she does. She breaks it all the way down. And like I always say, real recognize real, okay? And that's for sure. Another one is Intuitive Kev, okay? He is another one, but he is actually raw with it. He don't give a fuck at all. Like, he'll basement dwellers, okay, creatures, fucking giraffes, like he lays it out raw, and I like that. Again, real recognize real, period. Another one is her name's Amanda, and her channel is called The Connected Conduit. She's another one. I feel like her reads be so on point, it's insane. So with her, I like it because, again, she gives me that vibe from that character from Atlantis that I told you that has like the massive intuition, that before even shit happened, he called it, and then bam, it happened. Like the last short that I posted in my other channel, if you go and check that out, I snapped and some shit happened. Go check it out. And Amanda's like that. She's reading the cards and reading the energy and feeling the energy and this, that, and the other thing, and then she'll say something and pull, and bam, it's exactly what she said. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I said, real recognize real. And again, she also does the same thing as Linda. She breaks it down. She says, you might be feeling like this, or you might be feeling like that, and it's because X, Y, and Z. And I fuck with that. And the last one is, I don't know her name, but her channel is called Let's Hear It Spirit. Let's Hear It Spirit, yeah. And she's another one. Her videos are very short, but to the point. To the point. Like she says, period, poo. I love it when she says that. But I'm going to link all of them in the description box if you guys feel guided to go see them. Now, if you are being, like I said, okay, so all these channels, immediately the first thing I used to do is put my earpiece in and listen to everything they upload already, right? I'm not doing that right now. I'm actually letting time really go by throughout the day. I'll give my kids my phone if they want it. I'll clean, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do the other, and I'm like, oh snap, I haven't heard a video. But I am like, I'll do it later. I'll just do it later. And it's because we're moving away from what probably put us at our first ascension, or a second ascension, or a third ascension, or a fourth ascension, wherever you're at, right? That whatever we were doing when we first ascended, now we're doing something different because we're going to another ascension. Does that make sense? So it's not that you're like leaving these people behind, like the readers and stuff like that you've grown to love and support, and no, it's not that you're leaving them behind. Is that now what's happening, I feel, or I think that while you are doing what you are being guided to do, whatever it might be, and then when you finally go back and see the video, you're gonna understand why. Does that make sense? Okay, like for example, I did that video, my last video, and then when I was done doing the video, I was like, cool, let me just listen to the last two videos that I didn't hear from whoever, right? And then as soon as I heard one from Let's Hear It Spirit, and I was like, this is why. Because I normally hear her videos first thing in the morning, and I didn't. And so I understood why. Because whatever message I put out, whatever situation I went through that day, she confirmed it. So now it's not like a guidebook or a guide to what's happening in your life. Now they're becoming like confirmations, like putting a stamp on what you already know, putting a stamp on. Again, I'm like, why do I like Nordic times? Why am I being guided towards Atlantis? Or why am I being guided to dragons and this, that, and the other? And then I hear one of their videos and I'm like, oh, make sense? That's why. You see what I'm saying? So it's like all in, thank you, Spirit, all in rotation. It's all in rotation. It's all supposed divinely orchestrated. You know, so depending, I guess, where you are, spiritually speaking, okay, this is probably gonna resonate with you, okay? 2020 on the timer. So whatever is coming up that you're like, I don't want to watch that, I don't want to see that, I don't want to do this, like, I've been guided. I've talked about it here on my channel plenty of times, how my family is not my fucking family. Thank the Lord, thank the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, okay? But I hear things, right? And then I do it. Like the other day, I think, another one was Maji Got the Tea. Maji Got the Tea, she was the first one I started listening to that started breaking shit down. That I was like, holy crap. And she's the one that I started listening to when I first started going through my spiritual awakening. Okay? I wouldn't miss it. Oh my God, no. I think my pants are dirty. I think I got wet. But she's the first one I started watching when my tower happened. She was the very first one that I was listening to when my tower happened. She was the one that told me that I probably was adopted. She was the one that told me that that I don't know who I really am, that my parents are not my parents, abuse, all forms of abuse. So she's the one I was like, I'm like, not even for me. I'm stuck with this heifer because I'm thinking, you know, my mom is my mom. And then Linda said it. And then Kevin said it. The girl that is from the channel Let's Hear Spirit, she says that almost every day. She talks about it. And so again, it's not a coincidence that you take out certain readers and you leave certain ones. It's not a coincidence. And it's not that you're like being a hater or you're just like, oh, I don't want to listen to this. You know, no. It's for a reason. And every single one of them have said the exact same thing. So I don't think it's a coincidence. And then not only that, then Spirit comes in and puts a stamp on it of confirmation. So if you were like, why am I being, like I said, right, the other day, I think it was Maji. She said something like, oh, the Prince of Egypt can be significant. I was like, isn't that a movie? And I looked it up, and it is a movie. And I saw it the other day. And it's the story of Moses, right? Moses' actual mom, they were being attacked, and she saved him, put him in a little basket in the river. And the queen of Egypt found him, raised him. So he was next to be the Prince of Egypt, but never became the Prince of Egypt. In return, what did he do? He freed his people from being enslaved by Egyptians. And then Linda talks about Anastasia. I've never seen that movie. I know of the movie, never seen it though. I was like, let's see it. And I guess, again, she was next to be a princess. But I don't know what the heck happened. I don't even remember, to be honest. But one thing led to another. She ended up as an orphan. And she had a necklace that her grandmother gave her that said, see you in Paris or meet you in Paris. So she was supposed to be queen. But her homeland was Paris. And I kid you not, guys. Paris has been speaking to me. Even my 6-year-old was like, I want to go here. And he showed me the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, what do you want to go there for? He was like, I want to go and put the little locks for our hearts so we can always be together. And the other day too, while I was meditating, I saw a vision of the Eiffel Tower. Spirit showed me the Eiffel Tower. I don't know what this means. I'm not saying that I'm from Paris, that I was born in Paris. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I don't know if I'm destined to travel to Paris. Maybe there's something that I need to do in Paris. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to be able to vacation in Paris with my children. I don't know. But at the end, like in that movie Anastasia, she ended up becoming an orphan and ended up in Russia, and then traveled with 2 other people back to Paris and ended up finding her family. So, and the same thing that happened with that guy from Atlantis. He had no idea that the queen of Atlantis was his mother, or is his mother. But she's evil as fuck. She does witchcraft. She does black magic, dark magic, all kinds of fucking hoodoo, voodoo type shit. And she was even doing it on him unknowingly, knowing that that's her kid. She didn't know it was her son. But she was doing witchcraft on him. Sound familiar? You see what I'm saying? So you might be having a lot of those situations happening to you right now. Go with the flow, okay? Do not say things like, I've never been interested in Egyptian. I ain't looking into that shit. Don't do that. Do not do that. Okay? Because you're gonna block yourself. And that's something you do not want to do. Because it's giving like if you block yourself, you might have to start all over again. Don't do that. Okay? Do not do that. Hold on, let me... Oh, is that... Yeah. Don't do that. I just don't want the glare del sol. Yeah, so do not do that, okay? Whatever's calling you, because I talked about this in my other video where right now you're getting, it's like your memory is like a plant, right? A little tiny plant. And what do you need to do to the plant to make it grow? You need to water it, maybe give it some vitamins, right? I don't know if I spoke about this here or in my other channel, but either way, basically what it's giving is that your soul is being refreshed. So these are not things that you don't know. Like what I said, you're like, I've never cared about Egypt. What the fuck is that about? And then turn your back on it. Because that's something that's being guided towards you to refresh your memory. Because maybe there's a reason why. So don't resist the change. Don't question the change. Let it flow. Let it happen. Let it pass through you. Allow it to pass through you. And it's going to take you where you need to go. You are where you need to be at this very moment. Okay? And so now it's time. Look at that. Every time I channel, you guys, I start to itch. If it's not my head, it's my nose. I just start to itch, or my arms. I just start to itch when I start to channel. But let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what I brought out the ones, the Jesus cards and the angel cards. So let's see what they got for us today. You guys, everything that's happening for us right now, I think it's great. It's amazing, okay? Don't resist it. Don't question it. I feel like a lot of you are like, why is this even freaking happening to me? Like, fuck that. No, don't question it. Don't question it. Remember that everything that happens to you is for you, okay? So not things that are happening, things that happen to you. How does it go? Hold on. Things are happening for you, not to you. There it is. Okay? Remember that. Remember that every single time you want to question why, or resist the change, or challenge the change. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know. Damn. challenge it, child, I wouldn't. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't do that. Your Heavenly Father knows that you have needs of all these things. Your Heavenly Father knoweth that you have needs of all these things. Matthew 6:32. Again, don't question it. The Most High knows your needs and your wants and your desires. Regardless of what it is. If it's just something dumb like you want a new pair of socks, 30-30 as I'm saying that, or you want a new home, or whatever it is, the Most High knows what your heart, what your spirit desires. Okay? So again, don't question it. Don't question it, because whatever the Most High has for you is coming. It's coming. And I feel like for a lot of us at this moment, we might be ascending higher towards where that's why we're being called to not resist the change. Not resist the change. Fall face first into it. 111, as I said, that fall face first into it, and don't challenge it, because you never know that one change might be the breakthrough that you need for everything that you desire, that you wish for to come true. So again, if for whatever reason, let's just say you're being called to Egypt, and you're like, yeah, no, whatever. What if you do something, what if you're meant to do something online that is supposed to teach people? Maybe you carry some type of knowledge, some type of wisdom inside of you that nobody else knows, that nobody else can make up or pretend. No, only you. You are the chosen one. Thank you, Spirit. You are the chosen one. You are the chosen one that carries this knowledge, this wisdom. And maybe you are going to create a platform that talks about it. And that's going to take off. People are going to pay attention. People are going to subscribe to your channel. People are going to, I don't know, tune in to the podcast every Friday that you post. Every single Friday. 222 as I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. Don't challenge it. Because you're going to have to start all over. That's for somebody. Okay? I don't think it's for all of you guys. Honestly, I feel like the most of you are just like, I welcome change. I welcome change. Let's definitely punch that in the comments. I welcome change. I welcome change. Okay? It says, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Don't be afraid of change. Do not be afraid of change. Let it come in and let it take care of you. We have, heal the sick that therein, and say unto them, the kingdom of God is come high onto you. Maybe some of you are healers. Maybe for whatever reason look at that. Maybe right now you're being drawn to like flowers and herbs and earth and something. And you're like, what the heck is this about? I'm cool. Be mindful. Be very mindful of your thoughts and what you're doing and what you're saying right now. Because for a lot of us, we are at an all-time high where our powers are really coming into fruition. They really are. They really, really are. Okay? And what's more powerful than the mind? Right? What's more powerful than your mind? Nothing. So we have peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Again, maybe some of you are resisting the change because you're like, I need to work because I don't have money, and I don't have a way to pay this, and I don't have the way to pay that, and da-da-da-da-da. But if you fall face first into what the divine is putting right in front of your face, that's going to crack open everything that you desire and need and want and deserve. Thank you, Spirit. Whoever shall do the will of my Father, which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. We are all here to do the work of God. Collectively, we are here to do the work of God at the end of the day. And you walking in your purpose, walking in your path, speaking your truth, no matter how much motherfuckers want to interrupt that shit, right? It don't matter. Because you're still doing the work of God, and God applauds you for it. Your ancestors applaud you for it. Look at that. Your ancestors applaud you for it. Okay? I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Alright, let's see what what angel message we have, and then we gonna wrap it up, y'all. Oh, and I did say I was gonna say the dates, right? So today is Wednesday, July 2nd, okay? Because you know the videos have been funny lately. So yeah, today is Wednesday. Wednesday, July 2nd. We're already in July, guys. It's about to be a year since I had my spiritual awakening. I can't believe it. Time flew by so fast. When you're going through a tower moment, you're like, when is this gonna end? And wow. But God came to your aid. That's literally what I just heard. God came to your aid. You were never alone. Even when you were suffering, you were never alone. God has always been your aid and will forever be your aid. Don't doubt that for 1 second. He just said it, right? Unto the end of the world. We have Seraphil, heart of devotion. Let the cup of your heart be fulfilled through commitment and dedication. Thank you, Spirit. Bro, am I tapped in or am I not tapped the fuck in? That's what you need to be. Tap the fuck in. I just said that. Stay committed and dedicated to this journey that you're in. Stay committed and dedicated. Don't doubt it. Don't resist it. Don't fight it. Don't know. Trust the process and stay balanced. Stay committed. Stay in line. Stay. We have Jeremiel, personal responsibilities. Take responsibility for your choices. This is an opportunity for inner growth. Okay? Maybe some of you need to be a little kinder to yourself. Okay? Because taking responsibility for one's actions doesn't mean cussing yourself out. Okay? It means, yes, I take full responsibility for hurting that person's feelings. I did not do that on purpose. I apologize to that person. And I forgive myself and I let it go. That's you taking responsibility. That's you owning up to it. And that's you releasing it as well. And not kicking yourself for doing whatever. You know, that's just an example. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Because I feel some of you might feel guilty. Some of you feel guilty. I heard guilty. Some of you feel guilty about something. No? Anything else, Spirit? I did ask for clear, concise messages, so... Ooh, Raphael. It says clarity of vision. It says be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. Absolutely. But I feel like for a lot of you, you have been doing this. That's probably why you're, you know, what was the, moving at a rapid rate, okay? But we're never fully done healing, so continue to ask Raphael to heal you, to guide you, to help you, to help you see things differently. Maybe you're still like, for example, right, if there's people that you no longer talk to, you might still be like, fuck that, I'm not gonna forgive them. They fucking did this and they did that and they did this and one and the other. No. You gotta move past that. Okay? Because whatever mission you have on this earth, on this planet, whatever you want to call it, it's bigger than that anger you have towards that person. It's bigger than you, it's bigger than that person. But only you can do it. But you cannot do it being pressed about other motherfuckers. Worry about what you got going on. Okay? Don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. I love you. Bye.